The remains of 147 South Korean soldiers killed during the Korean War finally arrived in Korea. This is the largest return of remains in history, and South Korea's Air Force fighter jets escorted the aircraft carrying the remains. The remains will be welcomed with the highest respect at a ceremony marking the 70th anniversary of the Korean War slated for tonight.
The remains of South Korean soldiers killed in action during the Korean War have finally arrived home. They were discovered in North Korea and then transferred to the U.S. first. The remains were brought home by the South Korean Air Force cutting-edge aerial refueling aircraft Cygnus on its first overseas mission. When the aircraft entered South Korea's air defense identification zone, 6 fighter jets escorted the plane home. 147 sets of remains were identified as South Koreans among the remains that North Korea had returned to the United States. 70 sets were sent to the U.S. in 1990 and another 77 in 2018. South Korean and American authorities have identified 7 of them.
단 하나뿐인 생명을 나라를 위해서 산화하신 분들을 기억하고 추모하는 것은 국가의 책무이자 후손 그리고 우리 군인들의 책무라고 생각합니다.
The return ceremony was organized by the U.S. Department of Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency and the South Korean Defense Ministry's Agency for Korean War KIA Recovery and Identification. In a joint press release issued at 4 a.m. Thursday, when the Korean War officially broke out, defense ministers from the two countries thanked the deceased servicemen for their sacrifice and bravery and vowed to remember their legacy. They noted that the blood alliance between South Korea and the U.S. was forged together by the South Korean and American soldiers, who banded together under common values and goals. They added that even after 70 years, the alliance is playing a pivotal role in maintaining security, stability, and prosperity in Northeast Asia, and reaffirmed their pledge to sustain combined defense readiness. The 147 sets of remains will be officially welcomed home with utmost respect at the ceremony marking the 70th anniversary of the Korean War, slated for 8:20 p.m. at Seoul Air Base.